We have all had bad bosses at one point, but probably never as bad as this. The official trailer from The Consultant just released, and there is a lot to unpack as we prepare for what could be one of the most captivating shows of 2023. In this video, we are going to break down our 5 biggest takeaways from the trailer, covering what we are most excited about and what we expect to happen in the new series. So let's dive in, starting with our first takeaway. Number 1, A Bus from Hell. So far, we have gotten a pretty good glimpse of what to expect from the new series, between this new trailer and the teaser released last month. The series is based on a 2015 novel by Bentley Little, also called The Consultant, and so far everything in the series looks to exceed our expectations. In the trailer, we meet Raguse Padoff, played by Academy Award winner Christoph Waltz. Padoff is a consultant who takes over at a leading gaming company, called Compware, but only after the apparent suicide of the company's CEO. Immediately, Padoff begins making extreme changes at the company, forcing all remote workers to come back to the office in an hour, and putting every employee through intense scrutiny to decide if they are going to keep their job. Padoff's character is emotionless, cold, and downright creepy on his own. However, there appears to be even more going on than that, adding to the suspense and discomfort. In the trailer, we see a body wrapped up in a sheet thrown into a car, see Padoff telling the staff to bow their heads and pray, and discover that another CEO who hired Padoff was killed just weeks later. Altogether, we expect there to be a lot of layers to this story. Alongside Waltz in the story, we see a strong cast to support him, including Nat Wolff playing Craig, Brittany O'Grady playing Elaine, and Amy Carrero playing Patty. These actors provide for an A-list cast to say the least. The cast is sure to play a key role in bringing this powerful story to life, which brings us to our next takeaway. Number 2, we can't wait for Christoph Waltz. Not to discredit the other actors in the film by any means, Christoph Waltz is enough reason to get excited about watching The Consultant. After all, he already steals our attention in just the trailer with his riveting performance. In the trailer, Padoff is referred to as a sociopath, and Waltz clearly is doing a good job of playing one. He has nailed the cold shift between no emotion and sinister joy. He even does an excellent creepy laugh.
Excuse me?
Since this was just the trailer, we can't wait to see how this plays out over the course of the entire series. Known for his roles in Inglourious Basterds and Django Unchained, Waltz has a history of playing intense characters. However, many are saying that this looks like his most intense role yet, so that is saying a lot. Looking at the trailer, we have to say we agree. He plays the creepy, haunting character so well, highlighted by the creepy smile that he does, and we can't wait to see more. Speaking of creepy, this brings us to the next takeaway. Number 3, we see impressive horror elements. The series is a thrilling mystery at its core. If anything, the trailer does an excellent job of showing us that there are plenty of chilling moments to come. The show has more to it than just a creepy storyline too. Based on the scenes we have gotten to preview so far, The Consultant has all the elements of a classic horror thriller, from the suspenseful scenes to the extended camera shots. Just from the 2-minute clip, we can already see that there is impressive cinematography that captures a dark mood, from the dim lighting to the thought-out angles. Even the shots of the other staff looking at Padoff through the windows provide excellent camera angles for a dark thriller. Altogether, the show looks like it will hold our attention well, but that's not all we have to look forward to. Bringing us to our next takeaway. Number 4, we'll be ready for uncomfortable laughs. As chilling as the new series is, it is important to remember that it is marketed as a dark comedy thriller. So in between all of the suspense building, we can expect some uncomfortable laughs and dry humor. Even the trailer already had a few ridiculous moments that had us chuckling, like when he began smelling employees to determine whether or not they needed to be fired, or when he tries to encourage Craig to do breathing exercises despite the fact that there is a dead body in the trunk.
You're breathing too fast. Now breathe with me. In, out.
Most of the comedy doesn't come without the cost of discomfort in this one though. In the bar scene, Craig asks Raguse Padoff how he is enjoying the gaming industry, and he says this.
How many of these patrons do you think we could fight? I think I could fight 4 of them, and you could subdue the remaining 3.
We want to laugh, but we are also a little creeped out. All of that said, it looks like the dark comedy will be there in full force, so we are looking forward to all of the entertainment there is to come. With that, let's turn to our final takeaway. Number 5, we have questions. We can't help but feel like the trailer is providing us with some strong foreshadowing. In a mystery thriller, there have to be some clues hidden in plain sight, like the clock that Padoff is holding, or the giant box being pulled up the stairs. However, our biggest question is whether Padoff is alone. At the end of the trailer, Padoff says, quote, "I won't be here forever, I'm just the consultant."
I won't be here forever. I'm only the consultant.
Although this quote could sound like Padoff will be going away, we think there's a chance it means that he is just the beginning of what's to come. We think that there is going to be a much larger operation happening underneath the surface. After all, in another scene from the trailer, we see people in hoodies and masks attack Craig. They aren't the highlight of the trailer as they are only shown briefly, but we wonder if they will play a larger role in the show. For now, we will have to wait and see how it will all play out. After all, the show will have a strong mystery element. So with our 5 takeaways out of the way, here are our final thoughts. Just based on the trailer, there are plenty of reasons to mark your calendar for the release of The Consultant. We can't wait to find out what direction this show goes in, and we think that this is going to be a show that will have us glued to the television, not just something to pass the time. Based on what we have seen so far, we are excited to see more of how the show creators blend comedy elements with horror and unsettling scenes. It's impressive seeing how it has been done so far, as it appears that we will get a fair amount of jokes set on top of the thriller foundation. And of course, we will be keeping our eyes peeled for clues to find out more about what lies behind the mystery of the show. The Consultant is set to release on Prime Video on February 24th, and we'll be here to break it down when it does. So with all that out of the way, what did you think of the trailer? What are you looking forward to most from the show? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. Make sure to subscribe so you can keep up with all of the latest updates and information from The Consultant, and more of your favorite shows and movies. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.